Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Miami Heat. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sideline. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. That being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, Victor Oladipo has a huge task and a long road in front of him making his way back from that knee injury. But you talk to his teammates, and they rave about his mental makeup. They say he's an incredible person, great to be around, the most positive guy they've ever played with. So, Kevin, if anyone can come back from this, he can.
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. And tonight's ranked classic battle of pivot men. Talk about some of your favorite center matchups historically.
Well, we hear a lot and we see a lot in terms of the nostalgia of Wilt Chamberlain going up against Bill Russell. I remember years watching in front of the television Hakeem Olajuwon playing against David Robinson in some Western Conference battles. I don't know that we're going to see that much in the next 4 or 5 years, Kevin. We know where the game is going, and those post matchups end up becoming somewhere near the three-point line nowadays.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Lowry, Kevin Love out there, Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Wade in at the 2. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Paul George, and it's McAdoo in at the 5 down low. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Outside for Lowry. Pass to Butler. 6 on the shot clock, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And here's Love from the arc. He gets hauled in by Paul George.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Here's Wade. The Clippers getting the bucket. Excellent D there from George.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
And here's Wade. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Wade misses.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. George against Wade. The kick out to Westbrook. Again, the Clippers.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Miami no good on that time either.
Kev, I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game to make a team with a little bit deep.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominance, that's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contribution.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Wade to stop the run, and it's sent back by George.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George, just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
The drive by Wade, and it's good for 2.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets 1 to go.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Pass to Covington. George with the ball. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Hit the 10th.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebounds.
They recover.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And the pass to Covington. George up top. Wade is covering. Outside Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. The putback. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat trail by 9. Butler goes in, and it's set back by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Now, here's Westbrook. Outside, George. Another shot. Kicks it out to Leonard. Westbrook with it. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
So I'll put that one on repeat right there. Westbrook smart enough to make a good decision on the pick and roll.
Well, one thing you can say about the Heat team, very long and very athletic.
That helped them really stay competitive in a lot of games. But you can't shoot the ball really, really hard to come back in games where there's teams firing away from three, and you can't mount any sort of offensive comeback.
Corey Maggette, he's checked in for George. Westbrook surveying the D. Goes back up. And Wade sends it back.
You gotta love how much effort Dwayne Wade puts into the defensive end of the floor with blocks like that.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And they've scored 7 times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Leonard draws the double. Back to Westbrook. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Wade finds Lowry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And over the last 2 seasons, Kyle Lowry scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Now here's Powell. McAdoo, the pass to Powell. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you know, you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues are starting to creep in, and it's important for him to stay healthy along the way. And thinking back to last postseason, the Clippers did not back down to the Warriors at all.
Well, LA was a much more physical team. I think they knew going in that the only way that they had a shot was to be disruptive, and they brought that on both ends of the floor, and that was going against a healthy Kevin Durant at the time. They took 2 games last year in that series, and the way in which they played, that spirit might have caught the attention of one Paul George and one Kawhi Leonard.
And the Clippers have possession. Following the miss by Kevin Love. Powell finds Covington. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's McAdoo. Powell recovering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Powell. And wishes it off the right side of the rim.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And it's Butler missing. Los Angeles is gone. Just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back.
And it has to be said, McAdoo, one of the best shooting bigs ever. Shooting better than 50% from the field for entire seasons. It's routine for him.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. And a new group in for the Heat. Morris is checked in for Love. Harley comes in for Jimmy Butler. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Hero subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
How about the powerful move there on that slam from McAdoo? Not many are better than him at getting the job done on the interior. He'll always find a way to finish at the rim when he gets a chance.
And Leonard gets it to go. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Changing hands quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage flip.
The defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Morning's checked in for the Heat. Now, here's McGetty. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the inside. Corey McGetty on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the race.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together
Good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And the Heat call time here.
If you look at Miami's future and it was inside a crystal ball, that picture's got to be a bit foggy at this point. They've been in the middle of the pack for a long time, but taking a chance this offseason and bringing in Jimmy Butler as their lone star, we'll see if that recruitment process pays off in some ways for Miami to reestablish some of their culture.
Now a timeout called by Miami. You know, it seems like every year Miami is barely making or barely missing the playoffs. So, Brent, you're right. They've been close.
Keep it competitive. I just don't think there's a way in which Pat Riley will ever let go of the rope that way and tear down the roster. There's just too much pride, too much competitive fire here for them to do that, and it's not the way that Miami's going to go.
Here's Hero. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And on the glass so far, it hasn't even been close.
And McAdoo gets the foul. McGetty against Oladipo. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Pushing it up. Here's Leonard. And it's Miami with the rebound.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots. And that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now here's Paul. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one's good by McGetty.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Oladipo against McGetty. Passes it to Marley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brent, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now?
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. What he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Giannis, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, but he's
Kawhi Leonard,
yeah.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have in the game.
Zubats is checked in for the Clippers. And both free throws are good for Mourning. Los Angeles leading by 9. And here is Powell. McGetty outside. Morris gets the foul. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Morris, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Mourning, and the rejection by Zubats. And Mourning throws it down.
And Mourning just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 5 from downtown the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Powell kicks to Morris. Here's McGetty off the left rim and out.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Craig, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
Adebayo is checked in for Mourning.
And you hear it all the time about reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Give him a little credit. It takes some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Here's Hero. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee. We talked about that. Missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Mourning's checked in for the Heat.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line. When he's on, he can be lights out.
Shoots from 12. And he overshot that one, missing.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. His tonight has been high.
Here's Oladipo. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
No good from McGetty.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Corey McGetty on the wing. And it comes off the front of the rim.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how
It's different for everybody, to tell you the truth.
staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Morris is out there with defensive Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Maggette in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. But he's making a switch here. Morning's checked in. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Zubac. Back to Westbrook. Shot is a 3. So they recover. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go. George heading to the hoop.
Westbrook got so much attention, so takes advantage there, finds a teammate.
Morning against Zubac. Here's Morris. Here's Morning. He is called in by Zubac.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor. Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said a Philly player is what a basketball player is. He played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. He's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Now, here is Morning. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Unable to get that one.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Westbrook gets to George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
Now, here's Oladipo. Here's Morning. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Long range from the inbound. And there's Maggette. That's good on the assist from Covington. Maggette's got 7.
Bringing that 3-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now, here's Morning. He's got 8. Count it.
I mean, the number of points they scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Westbrook. Over Oladipo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. So hard to believe that Russell Westbrook has now gone 3 consecutive seasons averaging a triple-double.
Remember, Kevin, just how much we were flipping out about the possibility of somebody doing this again since Oscar Robertson, and now Russell doing it 3 straight years. It's just a mind blow.
McAdoo is checked in for Zubac.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Here's Wade. He gets the 14-footer to fall. Wade's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Covington pushes to George. And good that time. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the off-season, being diligent with his work ethic and gets good contact on that play. And say what you will about the value of the 3-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Westbrook. Morris with the rebound.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range, but he's giving it to him, and he's Usually you got an eye in that kind of range.
Back to Wade. He dishes it to Mark. Pass to Wade. 6 to shoot. Over George. Wade finds Morris. Wade can't hit.
Well, that mid-range game usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Brent, you played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city
The Seattle fans are incredible, and I
Now,
don't know
knowledgeable.
yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green.
And they'll support it.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return. That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Westbrook. Following the basket by Kevin Love. Outside, George. McAdoo to the pass to Covington. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now here's Butler. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Maybe not the biggest name in free agency, but Jimmy Butler, definitely a star player on the market.
A handful of teams were very interested in him, expressed interest in playing for Miami, and got his wish to be a sign and trade. We'll see if he can make them a contender in the East.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in.
And just no question that Butler was a bona fide star. I mean, tough, rugged defender who's also a juggernaut on offense.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Now here's Love. He has 6. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Love's got 6 in the quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Outside Westbrook. McAdoo inside. Adebayo on him. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Nice shot by McAdoo.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball, and he's letting it go.
Basket good. 9 points for Wade. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And there's the pass to George. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
George against Wade. Outside Butler. Passes it to Love. 5 on the clock. Here's over Covington. Love can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
George with the bucket.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
The shot by Wade, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice play.
Now here's Westbrook. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Wade, double team. Lowry. And he can't stop the run as he misses. LA has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down to the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
Like Paul George right now is reading the defense like a Sunday paper. Has a good feel as to when to fire from distance.
Covington with the steal. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Westbrook. That one falls. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flank.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
It's out of bounds, but he's able to retain possession here. And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, but I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Morris is checked in for Los Angeles.
And he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Powell. Following the basket by Kevin Love. Leonard. And that's collected by Love. Stolen by George. Throws it up high.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
A minute 42 left in the second quarter. Butler against Leonard. And quick hit by Leonard. And he's able to get it back. Love dishes to Wade. Shot clock at 6. That's in there. Love with the assist. And 11 points for Wade.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Pass to Leonard. 107 left in the first half of the game. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Butler. And Miami shooting a low 30% right now on ugly offensive performance.
You can't allow Dwayne Wade to slash his way to the rim. That is where he is at his very best.
LA's gone 4-7 on 3-point shots in the second quarter. Powell with it. Lowry picks him up. Pass to George. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Wade. Up and in on the layup. Wade's got 12 now in this quarter.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Powell. And the Clippers miss again. A difficult situation for Miami. 2 seconds separate the shot clock from the Heat. And it's Wade with the jam.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
George with no one around. And nothing is falling for him right now. No good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And they created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. And man, my teammates start getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Randy Thompson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Timothy Gibson. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, some perspective, please.
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession, so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves for it.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami? not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, honey. And they will come in defense because you know me, barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to stop the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in a second. Heat on offense.
And the Clippers franchise joined this league in 1970. They've never made it past the conference semifinals.
Yeah, but the last few years, when you talk about the landscape of Los Angeles, the Clippers have had a remarkable run, much better record than the Lakers have had in Tinseltown. And so, surprising to think of all the talent that's come through the Clipper doors in prior years, but this could be the year with these additions where they break through.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Adebayo is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Lowry in at the point.
And with the body control and jump shot Lowry possesses, he has been known to torch you from the perimeter.
Now, here's George. A three. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And Miami shooting a pretty low, 34% thus far. And it's Wade penetrating. And then Wade slams it in.
As soon as Wade saw the lane to the basket, you knew he was going to get his steps together for the dunk. Excellent play there.
And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Now here's Westbrook. Inside.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one
Yeah,
up.
the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And the rejection by Leonard. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Clippers on defense. Here's Wade. Adebayo down low. He's against McAdoo. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Love. No good that time. Good D by Covington. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by George. And that's 10 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, he's edge of your seat material out in transition. Westbrook is equally adept at pulling up for the shot or taking it to the rack.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. And that'll be his third foul so far. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. Here's George. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 6th assist on the night.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And it's Wade penetrating.
Everything falling for Wade right now. It's got to be in his team's best interest to keep finding it.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Leonard looking over the floor. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. Westbrook with it. Lowry picks him up. And here's Covington from the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo. Here's Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Now here's Leonard. He's got 13, and that one good. Leonard's got 15.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
With the Heat back on the rise, the Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
The offense sort of works itself out to a lot of mid-range shots, and Kawhi getting dangerous from that spot.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
They're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Corey Maggette is checked in for Paul George. That free throw good from Wade.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
Here's Westbrook. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Lowry. Here's McAdoo. He's hit again. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5. Zubac is checked in for Robert Covington. Free throw good, McAdoo. The Heat have gone even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8, and Wade slams it in.
Kevin Love, great recognition as to what was happening there. Saw the floor, saw the teammate, and saw the passing opportunity.
Outside Westbrook. Leonard, that's for 2. That one off the back iron and out.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. He gets that one. 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, Westbrook's so ferocious going to the rim. You have to defend against that first and foremost, but when you do, what about the pull-up? You got nothing.
Oh, look at the handle. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. And Clark, how do you stop that? And here's Los Angeles now. The Heat getting the bucket. Three-pointer on the way. They'll get another chance.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those would play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And he makes the first.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Enzo Bryant will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Wade lays it up off the glass. Wade's got 32 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Trying to go from alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. And Lowry has it in the corner. Wade kicks the bucket. Love the pass to Wade. Love trying to break loose. Wade misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Leonard gets it to go.
The strength in that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
And it's sent back by McAdoo. The pass to Westbrook. But Trey gets it out to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. 5 on the clock. Tries again. But they get it back. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Here's Wade. And then Wade slams it in.
Even though Dwayne Wade is a little older now, it does not stop him from getting up like that one. Sick jam.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Love.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Heat also changing it up. Morris is checked in for Bryant. Marley comes in for Kevin Love. And Hero subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. First First free throw is good. Morning's checked in for Butler. Both shots good from the strike. The Heat shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Westbrook with the steal. All alone and finished off by Westbrook.
Rocket fuel there, so explosive. Westbrook's a one-man wrecking crew.
Here's Wade, and Wade slams it in.
And how's that? Formal, the killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Outside Westbrook. Shot from 16. Intense shot, and Morning sends it back.
And that's his signature. Morning, a fantastic defender. Phenomenal at using those long arms to reject shots. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's sent back by Morris. They retain possession. Morning can't make it work.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there protecting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg. But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm? And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And just an incredible fake from Dwayne Wade to get his man in the air. Tell me you've seen that before.
He's made 2 of 3 from the strike tonight. Norman Powell checked in for Los Angeles.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. And the dunk by Zubac.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
With fundamentals there. Shot goes up,
Yeah,
box
Julie.
out, or he'll destroy you.
Say it, Julie. Say it, Cindy. Say it.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you
Say it,
lose
Cindy. Say
momentum.
it.
Yeah, that's a head scratcher there. I don't know how he could think that's a good shot. That's not who they want out there jacking up threes.
As soon as Wade gets the ball that close to the basket, he's going to take advantage of weak defense and score.
Here's Powell after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. The shot, no good. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. Brown is checked in for the Heat. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 14. Passes it to Zubac. Here's Morris. He's guarded by Morning. Pocket 6. Here's Morris. It's hauled in by the Heat. Morning's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. 5 by Wade, and it's Wade with the jam.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Pass to Morris. The dish to Westbrook. Trying his right from deep. It's hauled in by Brown.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Here's George. The Heat getting the bucket. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Alonzo Morning. Morning's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Clippers leading by 17. Now George. He's got 14. And the 3-ball is good. George has got 17.
You would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
He just bangs down for one hand.
2 very easy points right here. Westbrook passes to Zubac. Knocked loose. And stolen by Mourning. Lays it in off the breakaway. He's got 12.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
It's funny when Russell slows down, he gets a little more crafty with his moves and his pacing, leaving the defense right there helpless. Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look, a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 16. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hits it again. Wow!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. On the wing, Jordan. And a miss there on the triple. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers lead by 14. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. And the Heat all-time here.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better. We've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 14. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lamps. Courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got got Robert Covington. Marcus Morris is out there attacking it. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's George in the two-guard spot. Pulls in another board. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied.
And Miami making a change here. Browns check in. Los Angeles leading by 14. McAdoo. Mourning with some nice D. Oladipo against Westbrook. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Russell Westbrook.
Oladipo, a good free throw shooter, so well served to seek out contact and get to the line.
Upgrade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players have ever done that in league history. Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
And it's sent back by McAdoo. Looking to get it going. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. One thing that the Heat have done really the last 4 years, block shots.
Well, they've had some very athletic big men. You think of Hassan Whiteside, who's moved on to Portland, and now Bam Adebayo. Length on the wings, and of course Dwayne Wade being the best shot-blocking 2-guard of all time. That's always helped their defense be scrappy and challenge a lot of shots.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to McAdoo. And it's Horning with the rebound. Horning's got his 16th rebound on the night. Covington with the steal. In the corner, George with it. They get it back. Tries again. Nice shot by McAdoo. McAdoo's got 13 points in the second half.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find time. Is a surefire way to get back in the game.
That bucket in no time at all. And the Clippers lead by 18.
This is where your off-season work comes into play. Westbrook stepping into his catch-and-shoot game. Thousands of reps get you that kind of result.
The kick out to Oladipo. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D there from George. Here's Morris. That shot missing. And Miami the other way now.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
He misses the free throw. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Dwayne Wade, he's checked in for the Heat. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Leonard. Here's McAdoo. And he banks in the layup. McAdoo's got 39.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Yeah, and I like the creativity there by Marley. You gotta like seeing him zip passes across the court.
Now here's Westbrook in the corner. George with it. No coverage, that's it. 19 points in the game. The Heat trail by 19. Here's Wade. Good, he hits again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Stolen by Wade. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The first free throw is good. A different look for Miami. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Marley. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Hero.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Yes, Just because I was playing fuck.
Leonard with no one around. Misses the three.
But still, eventually you gotta feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Wade
Come on,
in
man.
it.
Give me a fucking
Los
broke
Angeles
shot.
leading by 19. Covington inside the line. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by
Oh,
Butler.
wait a minute. This
Terrific
guy's
basketball
a
from Wade there to
fucking
thread the
run.
pass to the wide open man for the clean look.
Here's George. Down low. Here's McAdoo. Shakes him. A shot
Where
good
the
on the
fuck is
assist
that,
by
TJ
George.
Brown? Come on, man.
George has got his 7th assist here tonight.
There are only 2 players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Here's Wade. Over George. No good from Wade. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 19-point game. And they pick up 2.
Not something we're used to seeing in this offense, but tonight it may be just about give Kawhi the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Wade. Sinks that one from the post.
He is just self-willing this team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Clippers leading by 19. Stolen by Wade. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on George.
You have to respect how Dwayne Wade gets outstanding position and then makes the defense foul him.
That one misses. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And it's George missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. If he can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Wade and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I really can't say enough about just how good Wade is at catching the D off guard and getting himself to the free throw line.
And some changes here for the Heat. Bam Adebayo comes in for Mourning. And Kevin Love is subbed in for Brown. Nice shot by McAdoo.
You know, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eating up anybody they've thrown at him.
Feeds to Love. The shot misses. Good D by Covington. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And another one falls. Amazing. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Yes, he is such a great dunk.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The first one falls. Brown is shoved in for the Heat. And both free throws good for Wade. Westbrook with it. Inside. And George with the stuff.
It's easy to understand why Paul George is one of the top scorers in the league. He can read the defense, he can shoot it, he can get inside, and he's riding a hot streak now.
Now, here's Wade. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Again, the miss by the Heat. The pass to Matthews. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you gotta enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Love right side. Here's Wade. Excellent D there from George. And it's the Clippers ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And Miami shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. And out of bounds as the Clippers
Oh,
gain
man.
possession.
Well, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 20 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, Russell carving up the defense here right now and is a master at getting up his own shot. He's really gotten better at spotting up.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Here's Wade. And it's shaped back by McAdoo. George looking over the floor.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Pass to Kevin Gelly. Magruder gets to McAdoo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It is good.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Here's Wade. Love trying to break loose. And the basket by Wade.
And shame on you if you forget how good Dwayne Wade is at handling the basketball. He took the defense to school with that one.
Outside Gordon. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for McAdoo. And a new group in for the Heat. Morning's checked in for Love. Marley comes in for Butler. Robinson's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Kyle Lowry.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the two.
Foul against Oladipo. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about beating you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Kevin Gelly can't connect from short range. And Miami shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt. I thought an all-around dominant performance. You kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in mid. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And here's Oladipo following the three-pointer by Nicholas Batum. Here's Brown, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
And it's Kevin Gelly missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Here's Brown, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And here is Powell. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by 5 tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Paul, obviously your team is built on defense. It seems like that's a big part of this team's identity.
I mean, we take pride in our defense. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we hang our hats on. Is locking down when it counts, and we stay together and pull this one off.
Great team effort tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.
64 points from that big three. And Paul George and Russell Westbrook. Five people was in double figures for that team. Let's see. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. Three people for the Miami Heat. Dwayne Wade is the only person that scored all the points with 73 points. Picked over 8. Hope you guys enjoyed the live. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.